Alright, let's see how Double Jeopardy goes. Bobby's making the first selection in this round because he's in third place. Mike leads with 1900 and I'm in second with 1600.
Here are the categories.
And the categories are Olympic countries, 3 logos, baseball lingo, ballparks, name the sport, and governing bodies. 2 daily doubles up there. And where do you want to go first, Bobby? Ballparks for 200. Okay, first answer of this round. This baseball field's infield dirt sold for $75 a vial at a Chicago charity auction. Bobby. What is Comiskey Park? Okay, well, you're back on the board now, Bobby, with 200. Select. Ballparks for 400.
The answer is...
This Major League Baseball team is at home in Camden Yards. What is the Baltimore Orioles? Steve would get me if I didn't get this one right. Yep. Okay, ballparks for 6.
The answer is...
This park is home to the Giants and the 49ers. Well, although it's not home to them anymore, it was Candlestick Park in 1993. So, I'll say what is Candlestick Park. Well, actually, Candlestick might still be the home of the 49ers. I don't know. But I know the San Francisco Giants have a different baseball stadium now than they did in 1993. Which is the year that this version of Jeopardy was released for the Super Nintendo. Ballparks for 800. Baseball's first triple-decker stadium. Bobby. Yankee Stadium. 2,000. Select. Baseball lingo for 200.
The answer is...
Answer. Baseballers call this the Horse and Buggy League. Bobby. The Miners. It's the Miners. That's 1,200. Your selection, Bobby. Logos for 200. Okay. Let's see how I do with this. It's worn over the Raiders Warriors' right eye on the team's helmet. What is a patch? If they wanted eye patch, it would have said what is an to start off, but it's not the case. Logos for 400.
The answer is...
This is shown on each side of the Houston Oilers helmets. Bobby. Oil derrick. I wasn't following football when the Houston Oilers were around, so... Anyway, baseball lingo for 400. In baseball parlance, this is a keystone hit. Bobby. It was a double. Double. And I'll put Bobby in the second place at 2,000. Your selection, Bobby. Baseball lingo for 6.
The answer is...
Answer. This kind of animal is mentioned when referring to lively baseball. Mike? There's a rabbit. Okay, up to 2,500. And it's your selection now, Mike. Logos for 600.
The answer is
Answer. This Irish symbol appears on the Boston Celtics warm-up jackets. What is a clover? Or no, what is the shamrock? The shamrock. Good thing this isn't the real short. They would have had to take my first answer. Ballpark's 1,000.
the answer is
Finishing up that category. This park had buttons with "And God Said Let There Be Light," August 8th, 1988. Bobby. What is Wrigley Field? Yep. And he's at 3,000 and in second place. Name the sport, 200.
the answer is
This sport had the most on Sports Magazine's 9 highest paid athletes in 1990. Mike. Boxing. It's 2,700. Governing bodies for 200.
the answer is
This popular sports international governing body is known as FIFA. What is soccer? Yes. Okay. Logos for 800.
the answer is
These two teams have helmets on their helmets. Who are the Raiders and the Dolphins. Okay, so Mike's in second now, and he's only $100 behind me for the lead. The Raiders and the Dolphins. As mentioned, was the right response there. Name the sport for 400. This sport is played at Budweiser's 3-on-3 challenge. Bobby. It was basketball. That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't really want to take that chance. Baseball lingo for 800.
the answer
Answer. The cleanup hitter in a baseball batting order occupies this spot. What is fourth? Well, it's the fourth spot in the batting order, so yep. Fourth spot in the batting order. Baseball goes 1,000 and go for 1,000. Answer there. One of the daily doubles. Okay, I am just gonna go for 1,400 on this. Here's the answer. It is the hill to a baseball player. What is the pitching mound? Yes! And I go to 5,800. Logos for 1,000. The object that appears on the Dallas Cowboys helmets. What is a star? And that brings me to 6,800. Name the sport for 600.
The answer is
In 1961, this sport became the first to benefit from instant replay. Bobby. You fail. Mike. You fail. And I don't know what it is. So I'm not going to bother to ring in. Football. Football. Okay, governing bodies for 400. This sport is governed by FINA, the Fédération Internationale de Nation Amateur. Bobby. And it's swimming. Okay. Name the sport for 800.
the answer is
Billy Mills was training for this contact sport when he discovered running. Mike. You fail. Stand at 2100. Boxing. It was boxing. Olympic countries for 200. And there's the other daily double. And how much does Bobby... Well, he can't catch me, even if he were to make this a true daily double. That's the good news. This South American country won the last 2 Olympic gold medals awarded in polo. Argentina. Did he make it a true daily double? He did. But he was... However, he was not able to catch me. He's at 6,400. Name the sport for 1,000. The St. Louis Stars and the California Clippers played this sport. What is basketball? No, it's not basketball. I'm down to 5,800. Mike? Maybe I should have bet more on that daily double I had. Soccer was what we needed. So Mike goes to 3,100. Next, governing bodies for 600.
the answer is
The Maryland Cricket Club governed the rules of this racket sport in 1880. Mike. You fail. Tennis. It was tennis. Okay, Olympic countries for 400.
the answer is
This country's team has won the Olympic water polo tournament the most. Mike? Hungary. It's Hungary. Up to 2,900. 5 clues left on the board. Olympic countries for 600.
the answer is
The only country to participate in every modern Summer and Winter Olympics. Either the United States or Canada, I'm not sure. No, it's England. England was the response we needed. Governing bodies for 8.
the answer is
This sport's fine points are ruled by the Federation International Discrimination. Mike? Fencing. Fencing. Okay, so he's at 3,700. Where to now? Olympic countries for 800.
The answer is
They marched behind 12 separate flags at the 1992 Summer Olympics opening ceremony. Mike? You fail. Bobby. You fail. And I'm in the lead now by $200, but I am not going to bother to ring in on this. The unified team. Unified team. Okay. Governing bodies for 1,000.
the answer is
These Olympic athletes have to abide by the rules of the FIG. And they are gymnasts. Gymnasts. Alright, one clue left, which is in Olympic countries. Let's take a look at it right now.
the answer is
The only non-communist nation to finish in the 1980 Summer Top 8 medal count. Bobby. Italy. Alright, so at the end of Double Jeopardy, Bobby has an $800 lead over me. He's at $6,600. I have $5,800, and Mike has half of my total, $2,900. Alrighty. Will my run continue, or will it come to an end? We'll find out here. Baseball first is our final Jeopardy category. However, if I'm going to keep my run going, I think I'm going to have to wager everything. Here's the answer. The first player to hit 500 home runs and get 3,000 hits. And I think we had this clue during the game. It's Hank Henry Aaron. So I'm pretty sure I've got this, but let's see how the other players do for Final Jeopardy. Well, we know Mike is definitely not going to win, so it's either me or Bobby.
Final Jeopardy answer is
It is indeed Hank Henry Aaron. Let's see how we did. Mike, you got it right, and you missed 1,900. You go to 4,800. I got it right, and I doubled my score, so I'm at 11,600. So I did what I could. Now, it depends on what happened with Bobby. Did he get it right? He did. But let's see how much he wagered. I hope, though, he didn't risk more than 5,000. Oh, he did! He goes up to 12,200. He wins. Oh well. So, fortunately, my run for this game is short-lived, but I did pick up about $9,200 in the first game, so that's not too bad. We'll see you all next time.